Welcome to Echoes of History, where the past speaks through time, and every era tells a story. Millions of years before civilization, the first spark of intelligence began, not with words, but with a single stone.
From chaos and survival came creation. The dawn of invention had begun.
This was not just a tool, it was a thought. Solid, tangible, alive.
Knowledge spread not through language, but through imitation, through the quiet rhythm of survival.
For the first time, the human mind began to echo spontaneously, generation to generation.
Here, intelligence left its mark, one flake at a time.
The tool was power. It meant strength, nourishment, and life itself. Perseverance became instinct, and instinct became intelligence. In that small discovery, thought was born.
They were not just surviving anymore, Jose. They were shaping the world around them.
From rivalry came progress. From failure, innovation. For the first time, awareness met purpose.
This was humanity's first experiment, a universe forged in stone.
Necessity guided every strike, but curiosity perfected it.
Survival was now guided not by instinct, but by understanding.
The slow evolution of thought, he built one strike, one discovery, one idea at a time.
The first teachers, the first students counting, the roots of all knowledge. In the storm of survival, intelligence struck like lightning across time. He did not see what the world was, but what it could be. Creation was no longer nature's gift. It was mankind's act of defiance.
Intelligence was contagious. Thought became the greatest weapon of all.
They had not only mastered stone, but begun to master themselves. The first age of innovation had begun. The stone world was alive. Wisdom was not spoken, but seen. Fire and stone meet. Sparks fly, and new possibilities ignite. The human hand became the first instrument of genius. The same hand that shaped tools would one day shape stories.
Knowledge moved with them across rivers, forests, continents.
For them, stone was memory, a proof of their place in time.
The first toolmakers looked up, and perhaps wondered what else they could shape. From the earth itself, they sought answers. The stones held secrets waiting to be unlocked. Knowledge passed not through words, but through silent observation, a legacy built on patience.
Every strike was more than survival. It was thought taking shape. The first community was not built by shelter or fire, but by curiosity. A new constellation was forming, not in the heavens, but in the hands of humankind. And in that moment, the spark of intelligence became flame.
Creation was noisy, chaotic, Yet from that chaos came control.
The first lessons of craft, the roots of all learning.
Persistence was the first form of intelligence.
For the first time, creation had beauty. Innovation had changed everything. Survival was now shared, not fought. The storm outside became the rhythm of their discovery.
They didn't yet know it, but they were building the first workshop in history.
The tool was no longer just an object. It had become part of them.
Evolution was no longer just physical. It had become mental. Leadership was born from innovation, not dominance. Knowledge moved as they moved, carried like a flame across the earth.
They saw themselves for the first time, not as beasts, but as thinkers.
Intelligence was awakening everywhere, like light spreading through dawn. Curiosity was their inheritance and their greatest weapon. They learned not only to shape stone, but to shape destiny. Evolution was no longer just physical. It had become mental. The leap from holding to creating, a revolution hidden in plain sight. Nature roared, but humanity was learning to answer. Cooperation became precision, and unity became power. For the first time, thought had method. The feeling of achievement, ancient yet deeply human. They had not yet conquered the world, but they had begun to shape it. In every shard of stone, a reflection of potential. The tool was no longer just survival, enduring. It was identity. The first decisions thrilling, logic shaping instinct. From survival came imagination, sire. From function, meaning. Even in failure, intelligence glowed faintly, praying, a spark refusing to die.
Innovation thrives in curiosity, a silent experimenter in every generation.
They followed the water, and along its edge, they forged the mind. Intelligence was never solitary. It was born from connection. For the first time, skill meant life. The tool and the maker became inseparable towns, the dawn of identity. They may not have known the stars, but they shared their persistence. The hands that shaped stone would one day shape worlds. The age of tools had begun, and so had the age of intelligence. And from those flickers, humanity would rise.